That's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a nice spin into some open field. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Now Kessler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sharice Wright could do no wrong there, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They stare up now at a 3rd and long. Kessler and company needing something big after the sack. Off the play fake, Kessler. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Demarius. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demarius Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return. He's across the 35. Yard line right around the 36. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up the lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Maddenland.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Maddenland as well, and hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Go get you some new clothes to accommodate that big check.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And these guys are going to hand the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. A first down throw for Kessler. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars getting set to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a two-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your hand.
And a loose football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, two-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. Watson, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. And that's incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a handoff to Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys. On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now Watson on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now out come the Jags. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And some room to work. Fournette fighting, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Wide open receiver complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Jackson in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Kessler. A throw left side complete to his receiver, Westbrook. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big-time play there for the Texans. And even 40 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, black 22. Black 22.
Now Watson. Drops it to Blue. Complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Come back.
To throw is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Target. Come back.
Watson escaping the pressure right. And this will be to go. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on first and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at third and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Check. 3 down. Check. Come back.
One last throw here for Watson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.